Yo, what up, guys? All right, I'm just gonna make a quick update. So we got the rear end in, brakes are bled, fluids in. I've driven the car a couple times. So what I'm gonna do quick is just kind of give you a rundown of what I did, the basic costs of what I've done, and yeah, I'll just kind of name the video that, so that if anybody's looking for this kind of information, they can find it. So I got an 87 Regal here. I did an 8.8 swap out of an '02 GT Mustang. This is kind of above and beyond most other guys' 8.8 swaps in terms of, I had it in before. If you search for my old videos, you'll see that the rear end was in stock. Now I have taken it to Quick Performance. They narrowed it to G-body length. They put in G-body lower control arms. You can kind of see them over there. G-body lower control arms. They got QP on them. They put in the spring brace brackets, and they welded the axle tubes. Shortened it. Put 9-inch housing ends on it that allow me to run the factory '02 Mustang brakes. So this is G-body length. It's got a spool in it, 373 gears, 32 spline axles. And yeah, so we're good. Everything, here's my wheel fitment with these. So these are 275 16 or 275 45 16s on Trans Am wheels. These are the deep dish Trans Am wheels. So these are the deeper of the wheels. On a TA, these would have been on the front. So I have the rear wheels on the back, on the front, and then these are the front wheels off the Trans Am on the back. To make these fully work on a G-body, you need two of these. You need two of the front rims up a Trans Am. They work just fine. I'm running a 1/4-inch spacer in the front. They work just like that, just fine. Otherwise, they don't clear the tie rods. But anyway, so here's clearance. So we got a lot of room. Once again, these are 275 45 16s Toyo Proxys radials. The only issue I ran into once I ran these stock brakes with the narrowing was that the e-brake spring, there's a spring that goes right here, it hit my shock, so I had to remove the spring. I don't have the e-brake hooked up on here anyway, so it is what it is. Other than that, I'm running a Steinjager lower control arms, double adjustables. I got double adjustable upper control arms that are, I can't find the guy anymore. He used to be Pit Queen or Iceman in some old forums. He made those for me, I don't know, 3 years ago or something. And then I have LMR upper control arm bushings. They're solid spherical mounts. And then yeah, other than that, it's your basic swap. Just a lot of money into the fabrication of it. Quick Performance, like I said, they did all the fabrication. With the parts and the fabrication work, I got about $1,100 alone into that. Otherwise, everything else I would have done. I didn't have to spend money on brakes, obviously. I mean, they're brand new brakes, but yeah. So about $1,100, I'd say, with the purchase of the rear end and the diff cover. I'd say I'm probably about $1,400 to $1,500 into it. And this is fully built, all brand new. So you're still in it less than a 9-inch. Mr. Get In There just put a video up too, I think yesterday or something, about swapping rear ends and G-bodies. So this is still cheaper than a 9-inch. One thing people don't understand about running a 9-inch, because I get a lot of comments, why didn't you just run a 9-inch? A 9-inch steals a lot of power. And if you're not running big power, then you don't need a 9-inch. If you're running a little 500-600 horse motor that's just a street car, you don't need a 9-inch. You can build a 7.5, an 8.5, or an 8.8 for these cars. You don't need a 9-inch. Hell, there's guys online that are running 1,500 horse Fox bodies with 8.8s in them, and they do just fine. But obviously they're just track cars. But I mean, if you run, you can go up to a 35 spline axle and an 8.8. I wouldn't recommend it for a street car because your bearing surfaces get pretty small. But this is a 32 spline street car. I mean, it's going to be fine. Eventually, I'll have about 600 horse to it, so you don't need a 9-inch for all things. Yeah, it's easy, but it's also about $1,000 more than what I've spent on this. So, 8.8 swap G-body. There you go. Any more questions? I got other videos put up, or you can also message me on YouTube or whatever. Just searching my videos. I got all kinds of 8.8 swap videos, whether you're doing it from stock to extreme like this. So, all right, guys, that's my update for now, and later.